Allow me to introduce.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Kayfa haluka? Welcome to the favorite podcast channel with Kudzi. We're turning things up, and this one is a bit different. It's your 1-year anniversary with Kudzi himself.
Walaikum salam. It's an honor to be here, my guy. It's been one hell of a ride, bro.
For sure. 1 year is it's long. It's long. And you know what? As a token of appreciation and acknowledgement, I've actually brought you this cap. I know you love caps. And this is a special gift for you.
You know, I've been telling my wife that I'm out of caps. And now that makes sense. This is... I can't thank you enough, man. This is a good one. Well, what's this side?
It's a Tissot. So it's a watch brand, actually.
Guys, I'm rocking Tissot over here. Do I look good on camera? Hey, am I more handsome now? Am I more handsome, guys? Tell me. Let me know.
You got some aura points. Wait. Let's bless you a bit more. I actually got you something else as well. If you guys can see this, it's a Porsche branded. I'll let you reveal, or maybe guess what it is in the beginning. What do you think it is?
You know, I'm used to giving.
This is your 1-year anniversary gift.
Yo, guys, it's a Porsche. This is a wallet, right?
It's a card wallet.
Wow. You know, I'll tell you this. I'm just used to giving, man.
You're not really receiving.
This is not something that I'm used to.
Hopefully, this 1-year anniversary is something to remember for you and everyone watching.
Guys, look at this.
If you guys are enjoying this, liking it, make sure to like and subscribe.
Bro, you look like you study me. Let me show you something. I don't have a wallet.
Okay, see, I personally love Porsche, so that's why it's a Porsche branded card wallet.
I always say wallets are boring. Yeah. But for this is the perfect thing.
This is what I basically use. I have an LV one with my driver's license ID, and when I'm traveling, I got my bank cards. You can slip in like a couple of dollars in the middle here.
This is the perfect thing for me. Look at my driver's license. It's even scratching because I don't have a wallet.
And this is perfect. It's quite thin and it's easy to put in your pocket. Like you don't feel it.
This is amazing, man. Thank you so much. Guys, I am getting gifts left, right, and center. Please send me money. Send me money. You're making money. No, thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. I really, really love this. I'm used to giving. I'm not used to receiving from people. So when I get something, I don't take it like...
Definitely something to remember.
Yeah, it
this
is.
1-year anniversary is something special. I mean, now you need to tell us more about what got you into this whole podcast system. Your whole approach to the whole journey has been different to every other mentor, influencer. You've done it through podcasts. What can you tell us a bit more of that?
I'll take a sip before I tell you this one because
it's going to be deep.
I'll shock you right now.
Okay. Enlighten us, please.
It wasn't my idea to start this podcast in the first place. It wasn't. Like, I wanted to have it, but it wasn't my idea to say, like, let's start. I have a friend of mine. I won't tell you the name now, but at some point I'm going to share. So he comes up to me like, let's start a podcast on Forex, what. He always knew me, like, I kind of low-key love this public speaking. I didn't really do public speaking like the club in school, but I was always a prefect, head boy, vice head boy. So, speaking comes like natural when you. So he knew me like from high school. And then he's a trader as well. Shout out to him. I'm sure he don't know what I'm talking about. And then he comes to me like, let's start a podcast. And then I'm like, okay, cool. But by the time he started, we started inquiring on the prices of the equipment, but he was not at the perfect time. Like, mentally, he was dealing with some stuff, and he had just gotten a job offer. Because, we are degreed. We may be Forex traders, but hey, you want to practice.
Yeah.
So he was employed. And then I was like, hey, bro, I know you're the one who started with this thing. You actually kind of robbed me in. But if you love this thing so much.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You didn't cut it short there. You kept it going and you actually built it into something, I would say, big and different in Zimbabwe. No one really has a podcast like Forex Chat.
Let me bring it to you. This was before starting the podcast. This was like, we started this in January, right? This was like September, October, thereabout. And we now at the phase where I want to buy the equipment. But I can already see this guy, he has the podcast at heart, but then he's not at the right place. So it was a tough call for me. Even today, when I think about it, I'm like,
so at that time, would you say that your vision is slightly different now? Like, did it sway away from your initial idea? Would you say it's different?
It is. It is different and the same.
Because I'm having a bit of a vibe that you wanted to do it with him and maybe have a different sort of approach to the whole idea. Whereas now it's more podcast with you and a certain featuring individual.
You know what I believe about a podcast? My thinking is people need to build a relationship with the guests, not guest. Like, I didn't want a situation whereby we don't have someone to interview and then there is no podcast. You get it?
Yeah. Saying that, I'm sure in the beginning stages, so like your first couple of months, was it not difficult to get people to feature on your podcast channel, being like a completely new person to the industry? Was that not difficult for you? Or were you just sliding into people's DMs?
For the first ones, it wasn't.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Because it was just a case of
I personally haven't watched your first ever podcast. Who was it with, if you don't mind sharing?
It was with the first.
Yeah,
I was alone.
Okay.
Explaining my trading journey.
Okay, the first guest. Okay,
the first guest was Matebele God Tawani. I love you. Shout out to him. We shot that thing, like we recorded it 3 times. The first time we didn't get it right, the sound was bad. The second time we got it right, but we thought it was too low. So we had to memorize some of the lines that were fine. And the third one, it was more like a conversation whereby we tried to memorize the lines that we thought were fun, and then we made it short to make sure people continue to be engaged. And I would say it didn't have the best video quality. But
no, you've definitely come a long way now. I mean, we can see the changes, visually see it, behind the scenes, camera equipment. It's gone up, I'm sure. The levels have gone up. And would you say that the podcast channel in particular has taken you far as an influencer? Let's put it in terms of return on investment in that type of way.
Yeah,
because we all know camera equipment is not cheap.
It's not cheap. Yeah, okay. How I envision this thing is I'm a payment agent, right?
Yeah.
Like that goes without saying. So when I thought about this thing, right, and I thought about it long term, I know social media isn't that paying. Like some make money from social media, but it's just a few. Most of the people don't make money. So I thought about it like this. Oh, I'm a payment agent. I have a business that's going on. What can I give back to the people for supporting my business? You get it? So if you talk return on investment, from that point of view, I wouldn't say the return has been insane.
But would you say you've at least recouped the money you invested into your equipment?
No.
Not yet. So you're running at a loss, so you're doing it for the people right now.
I have never made a cent from running this podcast.
Speaking of, I'm pretty sure you got a cameraman and all. I'm sure you're spending money to get these videos pushed out. Would you say it's worth it or not worth it right now? Or you just believe in just giving entertainment and value to the audience?
Let me tell you the kind of a person that I am. This is not the only thing that I run that's making a loss. I was talking to this other guy. He's like way up there in life. I look up to him, by the way. And then I was asking him about his project that he's doing. Asking him like, yo, this doesn't make you money and you're a businessman. why are you doing it? And then he was telling me like,
Is it
the
passion?
worst mistake. No, he was not talking about passion. He was saying the worst mistake business people make is thinking all profit is monetary.
I get your sense. I get your sense. A lot of people won't understand it though. That's the thing.
Like I'm into farming. I won't lie to you. I've been doing that thing for 3 years, right?
Okay, speaking of, like, besides your whole podcast and let's say Forex, let's get away from that topic.
Yeah.
What else are you into? Farming?
I like to throw my hands into a bunch of things. But for now, full time. It used to be. I'm a quantity surveyor, right?
Okay.
So I used to do a little bit of
construction
helping people calculate the cost of their houses before building, thing. But then I got too busy for that. And then now it's just farming, payment agent, trading, and Forex Chat, and being a dad. Oh yeah, being a dad. That one.
It's a full-time job.
It's a full-time job.
So here you're mentioning that you're a payment agent. I just want to ask this question. Are you also into like mentorship, courses, signals, and all of that type of things?
I wish I were. You
wish you were.
Because
as a payment agent, you also have your own community and all, right?
I do.
So do you also like provide such gems, or maybe at a cost? I don't know. I personally don't know.
I won't lie to you. I wish I offered mentorship, paid, not paid, whatever. But when I look at the stuff that's out there, right, and what people are consuming as mentorship, as what, it pains me. As a businessman.
Yeah, as a businessman, if you look at the business aspect of it,
there is no value for money here.
Yeah, true. And that's a lot of people are deceived by that. You know, they think that there's a lot of money through these things, and also a lot of people are like deceived thinking that there's no money in these things. It's a double-edged sword,
it's a double-edged sword, yeah.
Yeah.
But I really wish, I think at some point I'm gonna start mentorship programs or whatever. Paid or not paid, I'll decide.
Okay.
But for the sake of just giving value, like true value to the people, as a businessman, like I see the gap.
I agree. There's definitely an opportunity there, especially when you have the credibility and results to show.
True.
And speaking of, what actually got you into trading?
I'm a curious guy. Online.
Yeah, but like, where did you discover it? Like, did you Google it? Did someone tell you about it?
I used to read a lot. Actually. At my peak, like when I used to be like, to be myself, at least that's what I told myself in my head. Like before the world got the best out of me, I used to read like 3-4 books a month.
Okay.
So there was this phase whereby I was reading this book by, what's this guy, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki.
Okay.
And he was trying to explain the value of gold going up. By the way, gold is going up.
It's doing insane things right now.
And I was watching Wolf on Wall Street.
Okay, yeah.
So I was seeing charts. Like there's a part where he was trying to explain how gold is going up against the USD ever since I don't know which.
And he basically probably had the trading view chart open, and that's what got you intrigued, I'm guessing.
Not only that, there is this part. I was watching Wolf on Wall Street. I watched it like 2-3 times.
Okay, yeah.
Do you remember the part where, I don't know, it's who's the main character there? It's this guy, this very good actor.
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Right? He's talking to the first person he brought on board.
Yeah, that fat guy.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
There's a part whereby he's like, yeah, I always see you with fancy cars. What do you do? And then he's like, I'm a stockbroker. And then he's like, how much do you make a month? And then he showed him like,
I think 70K, which he made in like a day, I think, or a week or something.
I think he told him, and then he was like, "Show me a check for that amount,
and I'll
quit my job right now, and I'll follow you."
Yeah, so I remember it.
I was in 1-1, and then I saw someone in my church group, right? They posted that they made $100. They were more like, it was more of a testimonial. Like, I want to thank God I started trading. I made $100 today.
Okay, so how many years ago was this actually?
So like 2017, 18-ish, thereabout. Yeah, yeah.
So like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
So you were quite early on to the trading.
I was. And you know how I slid into his DM? I wanted to be poetic, so I was like, show me a screenshot of that $100 and then I will start trading right now.
So was this the guy you learned from, or
It was.
would you say he was your mentor, or what was it exactly?
It's funny because when you look at things in hindsight, like, I'm not big on this. Some things are spiritual. But I didn't learn from him then, like, instantly.
But you were more like inspired.
I was more of inspired. And then
so where did you actually get your like learning from? Was it through experience or through someone or through the internet?
I'm going with this guy. So we were at the same school. Like the group that we were in was a church school group, like university group. So I talked to him. He gives me some trading stuff and what. When we went back to school, I was in a taxi and someone was sitting in front of me and he was opening charts. So I'm like, yo, Mdara, I'm sorry for, but I saw that you were opening charts. Does that work? Because I didn't know anyone outside of that guy.
Yeah.
And guess what? It was the same guy who had
spoken in the church.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know his face because it was in the bus. So when I was like, you know what? I'll go with you where you're dropping off so that, you just give me. And when he drops off, that's when I get a clearer view of him. And I'm like, do you know? Yo,
speaking of, have you featured him on your channel yet?
I have.
You have? Okay, I haven't gone through maybe we'll pop it up over here. This was the guy who got Kudzie into trading.
I feel like we need to re-record that episode because, the video quality is bad. Like,
yeah, obviously the beginning stages, everyone starts somewhere, and at least you started somewhere. And speaking of, I would say you built your career through building up others and bringing them to light to the community. Like myself, I was not known. I was not out there, and you brought me out there. Would you take it that doing these podcasts or bringing people out there, would you see it as like competition, or how do you see this collaboration? Like, how do you see it?
I'm not trying to be a saint.
Yeah.
When I talk about this. By the way, I've never said it out loud.
Yeah.
But in this life, if I'm to ever make it, right, there is one of my best friends that I need to start a company for, and I'll let him run it. Like, I have this thing about me that sees something in people. Like, I'm good at that. I'm not talking about, people just say that to me. I see people for what they can be. I have guys that personally, I don't see it as helping because they have the light. I just have a know-how to like rub a little bit and make them shine.
So you wouldn't say you wouldn't ever look at the other person as like competition.
Nah.
You just see it as pure collaboration to thrive and grow together, or how do you see it? Like,
when you see potential in people and you don't like bring it out, it hurts inside, like in yourself. It hurts.
So see, guys, the Forex Chat goes much deeper than just providing you guys content and podcasts. It's coming from within.
I feel like a motivational speaker right now.
It's coming from deep within. So the whole podcast is much deeper than what people might perceive it as.
It goes deeper. I think it just shows.
And where do you see yourself, like, say 2-3 years from now with the whole channel in particular?
Like I told you,
because don't you think you're gonna run out of people to interview?
I know. Like, if you remember what I told you, I'm also into farming, right?
Yeah.
I have a farm that has been running for 3 years. I haven't been making money there. I go there every weekend religiously. I don't make profit like monetary wise, but I think I'm profiting. I feel like I'm profiting.
So
like,
you keep going until like you don't give up, basically.
Here's what I do. I learn things and try to apply them there. I see it as more of my training ground in the business world. I'll give you an example. I used to have rabbits there. I tried the rabbit world. I remember, I don't know if people know, but I used to like see like how can I make rabbits profitable.
Okay.
Right? And
Meaning,
then
I think selling
as in selling them. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
for food, for jikafu or what?
No, for
Or
food.
as pets.
Do you guys eat rabbits though?
You know what? I've actually tasted rabbit before. But
It's good.
It's quite, well, personally for me, I find it quite an uncommon dish.
It
like the main
is.
dish will be like chicken, beef.
It takes away that boring kind of dish vibes. I'm sorry. So when I studied rabbits, right? I would say I found a way to make them profitable, but that's not what I wanted to do. You get it? Like I just wanted to see like how can I make these things profitable.
So basically, you're trying to say here that this channel in particular, or your podcast, it might have some new things introduced along in the future. Basically,
it will. Like okay,
like a mixture of podcasts and I don't know, maybe other ideas you have. Like you mentioned, you planning or you thinking of introducing like education and mentorship. Most likely we'll see that on the channel as well. But
we will.
You're still in the process of
love
thinking.
that thing of trying things and seeing how they are receptive. You like how they are seen. Like if you check even with our previous, I think the last podcast we had, there's a guy there talking about, my friend by the way, Mr. Peep, talking about Forex trading is aviator, what? And I just love to see people's reaction towards those things, those opinions that are not very common.
Yeah, so now we need to hear a bit more about your Forex journey in particular. So you were introduced 9 years ago from a guy in church, which you happened to bump into later on and dive into it. So everyone's journey is a rocky start in the beginning, or, beginner's luck. How was it for you, like your first day, week, month? Can you enlighten us a bit on that?
It started off bad, but then it wasn't bad because there were these, what do you call them? FBS, these bonuses, whereby you
deposit bonuses.
Deposit a new account. No, open a new account, you get $50 funding. I think the terms were you need to trade $2 lot, and then minimum lot size was like 0.1, and then if you make a profit, you take the money. So it wasn't hard on funding because I would just take a friend's ID, open an account.
Basically, you started off with trading on FBS broker.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you were into currencies or stocks.
Yeah.
What were you into?
Derivative wasn't a thing then.
It was called 9 years ago. Probably like I'm seeing that these companies actually existed that long, but I think
they
didn't reach our market yet.
No, it was called binary options, I think.
Yeah, binary
and
those days.
They had only like one V75, at least that I knew of. And
no, but your first trading was actually currencies, right?
Yeah, it was.
Which currency were you actually looking at the time?
I was.
Do you recall?
It was Euro and ZD.
Euro and ZD.
Yeah, that was
okay. That's a very uncommon pairs, one of the minor pairs.
It was.
Speaking of pairs, right? If we're looking at currencies in particular, right now where you stand, what is your favorite currency pair?
Euro USD.
Euro
no
USD.
Doubt. Any day, every day, that's my baby. Euro USD.
Besides Euro USD, what else do you look at?
I just shut the door.
You just shut the door. So Euro USD is your.
I've tried to trade a few things, of course, around the Euro USD. Like if you're trading USD, JPY, you're trading GBP USD, you'd realize that your analysis is probably based off US dollar index. And
I think it was Krista Cash, if I'm not mistaken. She said you have a pair that you're always profitable with, and then you have a pair which is your favorite pair to trade, but will never make you profits. That's basically what you're trying to say right now.
No, my favorite pair to trade
is your profitable pair.
is my profitable pair.
But okay, speaking of profitable, when did you actually become profitable as a trader?
Like, you know,
Was
every
it from
time.
day one?
No,
Month
I
one?
took me like 5 years.
About 5 years.
5 years took me a lot of time.
A lot
Like
of time.
how I find this question very tricky for me, and I always try to answer it in, you know, clever ways. But there was never like, until like 2-3 years ago, I've never had that profit that makes me feel like I'm profitable.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Because the journey has its ups and downs. It's not just one direction.
It's
Or you
that,
or
yeah,
you
it's
seeing
that
it as
as
it's not like life changing yet.
yeah, like
But
I've never,
you know what? Personally, I would say the grind never stops. Like you could make like $1 million now, but at that time you'll feel like it's not even enough, and you just want to keep going and
I
going
want to
and going.
keep going. I want to
Yeah.
keep going. Like, you know, this conversation around risk management, that conversation around it. Like when you're a good risk manager, which I think I am, you always feel like you're not profitable enough. I don't know. Maybe for some people it differs, because like, let's say you're trading
Because I
$1,000
get what you're trying to say. It's like you basically limiting the capital.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Your
a
capital,
rich person.
your capital utilization feels very limited and restricted. And then if you think of risk management, it ends up leaving you to like a break-even sort of
Yeah,
trader.
it always puts you in that position where the amount of money you make doesn't really surprise you. It's a trickle in than a pour. So,
well, covering this topic, what would you say is your biggest loss?
My biggest loss is
like if you just your like single day or single month loss, if you
I'm
don't
not-
mind sharing.
Yeah, I'm not an aggressive person. I don't
Okay.
trade, well, according to my
Style.
state of where I am at in life. I've never been in a state whereby I am trading an account that's over 2K. It's always 1 point, around 1,000. That's where I trade. So
And that's due to your financial capacity,
Yeah.
or is it due to other reasons?
it's always according to my financial capacity.
Okay, basically what you're willing to lose.
Yeah, it's always, how much am I willing to lose? That's what you see in my account.
So what
Nothing
would
more,
you say
nothing
your
less.
biggest loss?
It was 1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's jump into the opposite spectrum, if you don't mind sharing. What has been your biggest win?
Like I told you, I've never had that
Crazy.
win, that crazy. I'm calm with my trading.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do crazy trading.
You take it slow and steady.
I've never had a trade that makes me feel like I killed it. Never. It's always calm, boring, but it's good money. I won't lie.
Okay, so you heard it. It's big. And your biggest withdrawal, if you don't mind sharing that.
One of my biggest superpowers, I always tell people this, is I withdraw.
Yeah, you.
I
But what's your
withdraw.
biggest? Like, you know, people can take out $50, $100 as they make it, but your single biggest
For
withdrawal.
it to be big for me, right? I would have to look at, like, in hindsight, like in a month, in 2
No, but okay, let's
weeks,
just say your single biggest
It
withdrawal.
was under, I think, 2.5. It wasn't too big.
Would you say you've, with your Forex trading success, have you done anything outside of it? Like, did you reinvest it into something else, like your farming, for example, or just spoiled yourself and your family? Or
Yeah, I do both. I do both. I'm always like, you know how most traders are just traders. For me, I won't lie to you. In any conversation, Forex for me is a passageway to getting to where I want to be. I don't know where I want to be, but I know this is not the
You're still
ultimate.
working your way.
Yeah. I would never leave trading for, like, to say I'm done with trading, but I would never treat it like it's my ultimate destination. No, it's just, I'm in transit.
I get what you're trying to say. So saying that, were you ever working a job? Like, what funded your journey, basically?
Bro, I hate to use the word entrepreneur because I feel like it's used in the wrong sentences a lot.
A
But
hustler, maybe.
I would rather call that. I would rather say a hustler, but I consider myself I consider myself a crescendo. Actually, just a word that I put to myself.
Okay.
It means like that small fight going up, small
Okay.
fight going up. Yeah. So I've never had
So
a
you basically
job,
built yourself up from nothing.
bro. There are people who come from the bottom,
Yeah.
but I come from the bottom from my own, like there are others who come from the back of beyond.
Yeah.
I didn't come from suffering in terms of family. No, I went to a boarding school. Average, yes, but I never had tough days like some people say, we slept without food. What? No, my dad, he may have made his mistakes.
You were comfortable enough.
Yeah, but he made sure we were good. So my struggles were my personal struggles, whereby I'm like.
So I'm just so curious, like, what raised capital for your trading journey?
I tried.
Was it just your hustles on the side?
I tried everything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
I'm pretty sure you weren't farming that time. So what were you doing at that time? You were a school student.
The one time.
Was it your savings or what exactly?
It was everything. All right. The one time when I was still in school, I was getting money from my mom.
So a bit of allowance.
I used to tell her like, "Hey, mom, I'm trying this trading thing. So whatever you're sending me, I need you to know that I'm just going to use a little bit as food, and then all of it I'm putting in my trading account."
Okay.
So what I would do there is, university, you have your groceries. I would just buy 20 kgs of mealie meal, your Reikos, your what, and then I give the lady who sells vegetables. Like, I'm like, "Hey, how much do I need to pay you for the whole month so that you give me vegetables?" And they had this very cheap Russian sausages, no meat in there, just chunks. That's what I would pay. So I needed like $15-20 to fund my month. The rest
was in your trading account. So you said roughly 5 years till you saw like consistent profits, and you didn't really make something so extreme that you could say you made it like huge. But what made you not give up in 5 years?
I always have things going on in my life. Like, I always have things outside of Forex. I feel like if you have something going on, it's hard to give up.
Because you've seen the potential. Like, I think that's the main thing with all traders. They see the potential. Like, they put deposit, like example, $50. Then they saw they were able to get it to like 100, 200, and maybe then lost it. So they can see the potential is there if they figure it out, right? Was this similar for you?
For me, the having things going on is actually like outside of trading. Like, I feel like the giving up on trading comes from, this is all I put my head, my soul to, and it's not working out how I wanted it to. You get it? At one point, I was selling gas. At one point, I was doing a broiler.
Yeah, that's what I've noticed about you. You're quite everywhere.
Oh, no, I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere. You're in everything: farming, payment agent, trading, like breeding animals. It's basically like a butchery as well.
It's hard to give up when your life is like that. Why? Because, like, let's say I blew my account, right? But my life is still going on. I still need to wake up and do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Has trading ever made you like depressive, or put you in a state where you become like very depressed, or I don't know, like suicide, or I don't know?
I have very old friends. Like, I have friends who know me, so they just know how to make the most out of me. Like, I have people who
so if you ever had like a feeling of depression or sad from your losses, there was people to uplift you.
Yeah, but I won't lie.
So you were never in that state for like very long to an extreme extent, you would say?
I have a friend of mine who knows the kind of music that I like more than me. I have a friend who knows the kind of movies that I like more than me.
So there's always people around you to uplift you and
keep
you going.
There is
basically.
one of my friends, every time he calls, around 7 every week, he just brings up...
Till now still.
Yeah.
That's a good
we
friend.
we talk about like the last call we had, right? No, not the last one, but I think 2-3 weeks ago. He just called me like, hey, do you know how fertilizer was invented? And I'm like, no, I don't. And then he's like, it was invented by this guy who was trying to, he created bombs, he what, and then he made fertilizer.
So basically just adding to your curiosity.
Exactly. And you're intrigued. When I got
here... It's a special relationship, I would say.
When I got here, I was intrigued. That's all I was researching on.
And that's what ends up getting you different things as well.
It takes your mind away, and just...
Totally understand. That's a good friend you have there. Another thing I wanted to speak about was you are a payment agent, but you're not working with one broker in particular. Through your experience, which broker has been the easiest to work with?
To be honest, Deriv has done things, like has given the blueprint on what it's like to exist in third world countries. Like their deposit and withdrawal methods, flawless, internal, very easy and considerate of the local market. These brokers, the other brokers, they are now realizing what needs to be done. But Deriv has been there from day one. Like I always have a soft spot for that broker.
So their payment methods have been your best experience so far.
Way easier. Do you know?
Speaking of Deriv, you said, sorry to cut you off there. You said your favorite pair was Euro USD.
Yeah.
What is your favorite synthetic pair? If you ever did.
There was V25. At any point in my life.
25.
V20 volatility.
What is the most common, like V75?
I don't know. Maybe crash. I'm a weirdo. I go for the not so.
Because I know personally, like, I tried the V75 boom crash.
You have tried?
Yeah, when it was still called binary.
Yeah. So it was V25. At any point, I'm always trading one or two pairs.
Do you still trade the synthetics, or you focus on your baby Euro USD?
I love to focus on Euro USD. Although I sometimes, there's another friend of mine. He loves synthetics. I analyze synthetics with them like a lot. Analyzing, I do. Trading, I love to focus on one thing. Like it may be V75, it may be V25, it may be Euro USD. I don't mind what it is, but it has to be one thing at a specific time. Yeah.
Okay, I see. I get what you're trying to say. So you focus and concentrate on one thing at that particular moment.
Yeah.
So it's either your Euro USD or your V25 or whatever it may be.
They're always back in the, like, I won't call it back testing because I'm actually analyzing with a friend. But when I'm analyzing with him, now it's coming out. I use him as the one who jumps in first. I see what's working.
So is that till now you still do that? So you and your friend will analyze together and
we do
jump into the trades.
We analyze together.
Well, you won't jump in the trades together. You make him jump in.
Yeah,
and then you jump in.
my reasons for not trading everything and actually kind of trading Euro USD are more personal. Like you see how people are always like focus on one thing. What this is more personal for me. Like I am a payment agent, right? I have access to trading, to depositing and withdrawing any day. Like I have the capital in, but it's meant for that business.
That side of the business.
So if I am trading every day, that's going to be a challenge. Especially because I can promise you, you can never be immune to that thing whereby you lose money and then you're just angry.
Yeah,
you can never be immune. Like it gets the more. You can never lie to me that you are past that stage. No,
yeah, no, exactly. I think I mentioned it also in my podcast that you can't get rid of the emotions.
Never.
The emotions will always exist. It's just about making sure that those emotions don't judge your decisions in the trading itself. Speaking of, you said you still analyze with your friend. So in the beginning stages, were you always analyzing with him, or through the mentor you met through the church, or like how did you go about it?
There was always a crew that I'm working with.
Never
Maybe
alone.
different, but I can hardly recall a time when I was doing it alone.
So initially, would you say the strategy or form of analysis you started with is the same as now, or you've basically changed up?
It has changed and remained the same.
Changed and remained the same.
Yeah, it has changed and remained the same.
So what was working stayed the same, and what wasn't working basically changed up?
Market direction.
Okay.
It was, we just gave it a different name then, but market direction will always. I don't feel like there's a strategy that you can talk about and not go to market direction.
Would you say your strategy is unique to yourself, like you discovered it, or you learned it through other people's strategies or methods?
I am the biggest copycat you ever find. I copy people. You can't do anything good around me and I don't copy you. Like, I don't have a pride like that. So my strategy is just basically me copying everyone. Like, sometimes when you even post, I try to look at it, like take a 2-minute look and
what did I see?
What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
I'm always in the groups looking at, especially the mentors. I'm just looking like, what is he seeing there? Yeah. What can I copy there? I am the biggest copycat you ever find.
But that's good in a sense. I mean, you're looking to improve and see what's working out there. So in a way, it's kind of good.
I'll be honest with you. Do you know why I do that? Ever since I went to school, I've never been like top of the line. Like, I'm not smart like that.
You say average?
I'm an
or just
average
above
person.
Average?
I'm an average person overall.
So were you the type in school to like copy the guy next to you homework?
Exactly.
And
So I used to not be, but then something dawned on me. Like, I think the smartest thing that I've ever done in my life is realizing that I'm not smart. What can I do? Look for the smart ones. Look for the ones who think that are doing the right thing, and I'll just copy.
Well, it's working for you. It's taken you far. I would say it's taken you far.
It has. It has.
What I've noticed here, you got yourself a studio here for your channel. You have an apartment here. You have a farm. You have a payment agent business. Your own trading journey. I'll say you've come a long way through copying others.
It's been one
have I put it the
yeah,
right way?
Yeah, and you know one thing about me, I listen to the ones who are down more than the ones who are up. I feel like the guys who are up, they are a lot of bullshitters. You ever listen to a person who is down and trying to get there and is hungry
to make it, basically?
I have a trader. Like, I always do it every year, where I just take in one trader who I think is hungry enough. And then I take them in. They think they are teaching me, but the truth is I'm learning from them. Always, at any point, I take in it, I'm exposing myself again. But I always take in a trader who I think is very hungry, very young, and I learn from them. Like, that's what I do.
Speaking of, in your channel in particular, who has been your most interesting person? No hate to anyone out there, but we can only choose one individual. Who would you say is your most interesting individual that you brought onto the podcast?
The most interesting. Let me check. You know, choosing.
Yeah, choosing one person is not
like
easy.
Choosing between babies. But
the most interesting.
The most interesting. Yo. Okay.
Yeah, everyone has a unique story.
The one by Chewy was interesting for me. Why? Because I used to look up to that guy a lot. When I started trading, he was like way up there, already way up there. So when he told me, usually for these guys, you know, traders have a big ego for funny reasons. They have a big ego.
They think they're the best. Yeah, and only they know how to do it. And
so it's usually like I approach big guys Never in my interviewing podcasting thing have I ever had a guy that I respect and they come to me wanting well, maybe a few now, but studying.
Actually, you just said something quite intriguing because myself, right? When I was trying to get out there, I was trying to look for collaboration with existing people. And not many people were interested in the collaboration. And that's what, with the earlier question I addressed, that you didn't see me as a competition or anything like that. And a lot of people said, ask Kudzie-Forex Chat. And I did reach out to you and you basically featured me on your channel saying this. You see a lot of people on your channel. Some of them might be dropping like some serious hidden gems.
Yeah, they are.
And you love copying people.
Yeah.
We won't take anyone's names, but have you copied or implemented anything you've heard in your own trading journey?
Now,
because you obviously have your own strategy and style, but you said you're always improving and looking at how. Would you say from all the guys you've brought in, you've done that?
Exposing myself again.
Yes, let's expose.
It's usually the chat before the interview.
Before, yeah, where the prep chat.
Yeah, that one gives me more nuggets from most people than during. Because during, everyone is in their performative,
they want to look their best. Yeah, so they want to look their best.
The chat before, it just, not just about the trading part, but about the person. Yeah, so that one I learn a lot. I learn a lot.
Okay, I see. And let's go away from the trading side. Going back to your million branches that you are in.
Okay.
Do you see yourself taking or forgetting all about that and just focusing on trading, or taking trading to focus on that, or is just always going to remain as a combination of everything?
There's this thing whereby I classify people. Like, there are people who are naturally built to be content, and there are people who are built to be like to just be ambitious, right? And most people are not like this, like they don't exist here and here, right? So
you like the idea of being everywhere.
Most of us are ambitious and content. We have it all in us. So me, I tap into different versions of myself in different scenarios. But as per business, no, I'm an ambitious man. Like, really, take away the money. I love the experience. I enjoy
Could we characterize it as also being passionate about like what you dreaming to achieve?
Yeah, you could say that.
Because I know we had a conversation off camera about your farming in particular, where it's not profitable, but you're still going on with it. Now you said 3 years. You never see yourself giving up on those things?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Like, that's who I am. That's taking away like parts of myself. I love to experiment.
There's a lot someone can take in from the way you are as a character, where you don't give up. You're not looking at the monetary side of things. You're looking at focusing on your dreams,
the experience
and the journey itself.
Yeah.
If I put it correctly, like the journey itself is more important to you than the actual outcome.
Yeah. The results are overrated, bro. Like, I'll tell you something. As long as you're not growing, you're dying. And people don't realize, like, winning isn't forever. It's a moment that goes away. Like, everyone is a loser. In the end, it all dies. Why not enjoy the experience?
So live in the moment.
Yeah, live in the moment. Jump in there, have a little bit of fun. Go in there, make it worthwhile. If it doesn't work, come back, let's laugh about it.
But no, I get you. So fail and try and fail, basically.
The only
Speaking
thing...
of another thing, like, it's just intriguing me, is what actually made you become a payment agent?
It was a mistake, actually. I wasn't meant to be a payment agent. Shocks, shout out to him, my homeboy,
Okay.
by the way. We come back like way back there. I was having trouble registering my account. So Shocks was already big in the industry. Like back then, he already had a market, what. So I was like, homeboy, I don't have an account to use to trade. And he trusted me with his account. I would see money is coming in, flying out, not even touching a cent, but he trusted me with his account. And then he told me that his account has payment agent functions. You see. So I was like intrigued. And then one time I see someone
One of your beautiful
the,
characteristics of being intrigued by any sort of...
Yeah. So one time there's another guy who wants derive, and then I take it. Like I sell it to him. But then instead of doing the peer-to-peer thing, I use Ciara to deposit in his account. I'm like, oh, that works. That was fast. And, I continue to do that. So the people, because they know payment agents, they kept coming back.
So right now, do people know you more as a payment agent or a trader or a podcast channel?
The trading side of me
it's quite hidden.
Out there. Out there.
Do you think you're ever going to come out and feature yourself as a trader?
No matter how much I try.
Because you yourself are a trader.
No matter how much I try to put myself out there as a trader, it would never hit home. Why? I'll tell you why. I'm a boring trader. I focus on one thing. It's now
you take it very slow and steady.
It's Thursday. My account is funded. I haven't taken a trade. You can imagine who was to see the trader like that, like looking at the current trading community.
Because these days people focus on like maybe over leveraging, going big, full margin.
I'm Ankh in the industry.
Flipping $100 to like 1,000 in a single trade.
That one is not for me.
So I see. So you see yourself as like boring.
I'm a boring trader.
But wouldn't you say you're also a realistic trader?
Not just. I pride myself in life as a realist. Like you see how I'm talking about 3 years in the game, farming, not making any profits. I'm running Forex Chat, no profits. What? The one true conversation that you need to have with yourself there is, how much does it cost? How much do I make? How long can I keep this going? You get it? So as long as I look at that conversation and it makes sense for me, it won't be hard to keep it running.
But you're a special individual. Like personally, I haven't met someone as ambitious as you. Personally, okay, this isn't personal. Like if I was failing at something for prolonged periods of time and investing myself and not seeing like the fruits flourish, I'll probably give up on it and try something different. But you keep going, you keep trying new things, you keep the momentum going, and you actually enjoying the journey itself.
Let me give you an example of what I mean. This Christmas, right, we had everyone at the farm. I'm the youngest of boys. Boy, I have a little brother. But like the grown boys, like out of school and everything, I'm the youngest, right? And everyone was at my farm. My mother-in-law was there. My mom was there. My older brother was there with his kids. His in-laws were there. You get it. Like, what more profit do you want to see? And I'm the youngest of these guys. Not like they can't do it, but they trust me to say, we are going to his place. Like, what more profit do you want to see? You tell me.
That is the ultimate goal. Family and...
Terry was there as well. He actually gave a speech. He was there. Yeah. It was quite interesting. Didn't you enjoy him there? He can tell you.
I can see that smile. It's very big behind there.
Everyone was there and it was fun. And I would say...
You like the finer things in life, like when I mean finer things in life, like this love and compassion and family bonding, this is what I would categorize it as.
Yeah, in my core,
Yeah.
I won't say I don't want the money.
The crazy
I
side of-
I want it.
Everyone
I want
wants
it
that,
all.
obviously.
I want it all, but in my core, I don't monetize.
You're content
things.
with where you are. I mean, well, content with what you have, basically.
I'm hungry for more, but I'm content with what I have.
Mhm.
Like if you see me,
Like you
Terry,
won't go crazy because you don't have it.
We were going in this neighborhood with Terry, and we were talking about. I was just telling him like how good the houses are, and then he was just like, "Yo, my guy, aren't you good?"
Yeah, there's
Aren't you
levels.
good?
There's levels to life. I mean, if you think about it like quite deeply, right? At a certain age or a certain financial status, a phone can be expensive, right? Next thing, maybe a plane ticket can be expensive. A car can be expensive. You know, it's just levels to it. You know, like even right now where I sit, a Bugatti is expensive.
It is.
You know what I mean?
But
There's just levels to life. So, like at your current level, you're like super happy, and you're just looking. You don't care like how long it's gonna take. You still keep
No.
going to get to the next level, basically.
Yeah, and
And you're enjoying the journey.
it's about that. It's more about that than that is
I think
ours.
that's what a lot of people should focus on, is like enjoy the journey. Like they're so focused about and worried about the future and trying so hard to like make it out there that they end up actually doing worse than what they potentially could.
I'll give you a current one. There's this conversation we're having with my wife. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's the water what I'm exposing myself. We're having a conversation because I don't have a town car. Like
Okay.
I have the truck for the farm, but the town car, the Honda Fit is my wife's. So I'm like, now that she's trying her own stuff, what I now need to have my own personal car, right? So I'm exploring options, what. But you know what I'm excited more about? It's like I'm looking for something a little bit sporty, fun, what. But I'm looking into what can I do on this thing differently. I don't care whether it's a Honda Fit or what, but I'm actually exploring putting those Lamborghini doors on it so that they go up.
Making the best of what you have, basically.
And when you see me, let's say it happens, right? And I put the Lamborghini doors. What will be fun for me won't be lifting the Lamborghini door, but I'm saying it now because it's not yet there. It would be the experience of researching how they work and what.
Like the journey, the whole
The
journey.
journey when
So
it comes.
you're
I'm
definitely a
already
man of-
fed up. Like I'm saying it so that it doesn't look like it's in hindsight.
Yeah.
Every time you see my FYP, my what, that's all that's there. How do you install a Lamborghini door? How do you what? And if I could and I get the material, I'm actually thinking of doing it myself.
Very interesting. You know, I actually love how you are in every aspect, not just the trading. Like you just love the journey on
Curious.
everything you do, and
That's right.
it's like you're grateful for everything. Like you know, someone can have like example this phone, but they'll be like, I don't really like it. But you enjoy the whole process that you got the money through this, you did the research on this.
I'll tell you
like,
another one.
The whole process of it itself.
I'll tell you another one. We changed the tiles for this. I remember
Actually,
the
I
first
was
time that I
here,
met you were here, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy them.
Mm.
Like I was looking at them like, yo, what can we do differently here? And I was exploring this thing called epoxy floors. What. I'm actually going to SA next week to learn how to put epoxy floors so that I can change this floor myself.
So you're gonna start a new business? Just
No, it's just for fun. Like when I look at life and I'm like, 2026, what did I do? I learned to install epoxy floor and then I did put it myself in the house. If it turns into a business, good. If it doesn't, we'll learn something. That's fine. Like, and my FYP right now, Lamborghini doors epoxy floor. That's it. Like it's all out there. And you know what's funny for me is I do not understand how people don't have a life like that, whereby they are excited about something and they want to learn about it, and that's all they're invested into. Like I was telling you, like I always have things
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
you know what? I actually love the fact that you're so passionate about the journey itself. And speaking of, I want to touch light because you know we're a Forex channel, or you the Forex channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, when it comes to trading, people, you know, maybe they're hustlers, maybe they work a job, but they're working a job, an 8 to 5 job, to earn maybe roughly $200 a month, if I'm not mistaken, which is only equates to probably between $10 to $15 a day. Yet, in their trading, they don't accept the profit of even $10. They're in a trade with $10 profit, but they won't close it, and they don't look at it in your sense where you take your trades quite slow and steady, built up, whereas you look at maybe the end of the month, what your outcome is. What gems can you drop for our listeners concerning what I've just mentioned?
People don't appreciate because
Yeah, because you see, what
they
I'm noticing is like you're so different, you know, compared to others, and I feel others can, you know,
I
get
hope
some of that, you know.
you know what I really hope about this episode is I didn't come off as a public speaker and I'm all motivational. I hope I didn't
No,
sound like that.
I
Because
think I think
I
we end it
am
off here
my
and
screw
drop
it
it
up.
with a real gem.
Here is where I took off the lesson, like the real lesson. I didn't grow up in Zim. I grew up in Mozambique. And my life, like my dad moved to Mozambique around 2008 when life was hard.
What brought you to Zim, actually? Quite curious.
What do you mean? What brought
I
me
know,
to
I'm
Zim?
taking you off
learned I learned in Zim. I'm Zimbabwean. Like
Okay.
everything happened here. But holidays, the closing day, I would take the bus to Mozambique. Like I never had a childhood life where I
Do
played
you ever
with the
see
kids
yourself
there.
going to Mozambique, like
My
settling
family
there?
is there. Yeah, I go.
No, would you ever see yourself going there to settle, or just like, you know, like a
No,
holiday type of thing?
No, I've been there. I look to settle somewhere that's more fun. I don't know, learn new
Up there.
things. But yeah, somewhere, somewhere. But Mozambique, no, it's not for me.
Okay.
It's too
Yeah,
veggie.
going back to what I asked you to drop us a gem,
Oh,
because
yeah,
you know
well,
you focus a lot on the
I'm,
journey
I'm,
itself.
I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah.
getting there. So you know how in Zim things go from $1 to $2. There is no like sense in the system for something to go from $10, $0.05, $0.02. Like it's unheard of. Let's say it's a plate of salsa from a takeaway. If it's going from $1, it's going to $1.50, $2, what, right? That's the system that we have here. So it's just not a trader's thing. It's a Zim thing to not appreciate small cents. Have you ever noted there's a growing wave of little youth going around with lollipop baskets of cigarettes, lollipops, airtime, especially around the avenues? Have you seen them a lot? Those
Yeah.
guys are coming from Mozambique.
Oh.
You know why? They sell those lollipops. They buy them for like $2, right? And then they are like 50 in there. They are selling them for 10 cents. It's like $10, I don't know. But they're selling them for 10 cents, but because of change and bond and what, they're selling them for like either 50 cents or 10 cents for more, right? They're making more money than they can in Zim, in Zim, than they could have made back home because of this thing of cents and what. So they appreciate the value of the dollar to the point where if you see where they sleep, where they stay, right, they down there in Mbari, where it's sad. So I think I have had an appreciation of that life. You know, my dad has a little bit of a business in Mozambique. He's a farmer, he owns a butchery, and you know, a markup of 50 cents is what took me to school. And I didn't like go to school like that thing whereby my dad has a butchery and I go to school. Ever since I was like sane and I'm grown, I used to do this thing whereby when I go home, I'm like to my dad, give these guys some time off. I'll take it from here. Like, I run the whole butchery myself.
Yeah, but obviously, you know, I would say your mindset or psychology is like so.
Come on,
up
I
there.
copy people. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
no, but I meant in the sense of like you appreciate the journey and the slow and steady gains. How
I
can
do.
someone learn off you in that type of aspect? I mean, I'm sitting here next to you, and if I see example, I'm gonna take it a bit to like my trading account. If I see a profit now of like 5K, I won't even close it. I won't be content. You know what I mean? And I might even end up going to break even or even a loss. So how can someone like have this sort of mindset? Like what advice or what can you say that will make them start thinking the way you think and see everything?
Take a loss, learn from it. Take a different approach, learn from it. You see, like, start taking small profits. Look at what it looks like in a month. Go for those big wins. Look at what it looks like in a month. Come back and tell me. Like, it's so out there. You know, you mentioned the payment agent thing. Do you know in Zim, payment agents are averagely like richer than traders? What do those guys make? $1 of a transaction, $2 of a transaction. Ask them. $30, $50 a day is what they are making. Look in the market who has more money, traders or payment agents. You see his payment agents. Why?
A lot of guys are, you know, they get into all of this because of the money. And what I'm sensing is, and what the audience can pick up from what you've mentioned, is that the baby gains add up.
It's always like that. Like, people don't want to learn.
You don't start from the top, you start from the bottom.
I remember this conversation whereby Elon Musk wanted to buy it when Elon Musk was buying Twitter, right? If you see how the transaction was structured, there was a point he wanted to go back. Like, it didn't make sense for him anymore. You know who was pushing hardest for that thing to go through? One of those guys was the bank that was doing the transaction, like that was finalizing the transaction. Guess how much they were making? Like 2%, 3% on that transaction. I don't remember like the specifics, but they took away that percentage of a transaction, right? Small, but it's good money in the sense that everyone is watching and seeing, okay, the richest, probably the most powerful person is being pushed around by this guy just for 2%. And these guys deliver. Guess what happens? Next time someone wants to buy a company or sell a company, they go to that company because they make sure deals go through. What happens next? You're a 2% guy, but how many deals are you going to close for 2% in a year? You get it? Like, those guys may have gained, like, you hear the statistics, what's this? Jack Dorsey invested 2 million in Twitter, and it was sold for.
That's the thing, you see. So, what?
Oh, that's my alarm. My alarm always rings at exactly 2 o'clock. It rings.
Is that to tell you to start looking at the charts for Euro USD?
I don't know. I just put it up, and I think it's kind of cool to just know that it's 2 o'clock. And
so yeah, what we were just speaking of is that you don't, like, in the sense, you see it as small gains are better than going big.
Small, consistent. It's way easier to be consistent with small gains than to make it big.
Yeah, that's a thing I do advise people also. I'm like, if you can make $50 a day, right? That's $1,000 in trading. And same like you as a payment agent or the many businesses you have. If you're making $1 or $5 from each place, it adds up, isn't it?
It does.
And you know what? We just saw your alarm ring there. I have a question concerning this. And you love EU, Euro USD. Which session do you love trading, or do you particularly look at when trading?
I used
do you
to
just
be,
trade
I
at-
used to be a session guy,
Yeah.
right? Like, because the market moves in 3 phases: manipulation, accumulation, distribution,
AMD.
right?
Okay.
But you realize that the way they teach people about this manipulation, it looks like Asian accumulation, London manipulation, New York distribution. They make it look like it's like that. But in some cases, you realize that the Asian may distribute, London accumulates, New York manipulates. Like, it's so
It varies. I would say
it
it
varies
varies.
a lot. So I'm at this stage whereby most of my trades are actually swing trades. Like,
So you're basically a very patient
yeah,
trader.
and
You see, a lot of your character is showing. You know, you're a patient guy. You love the journey, and a lot of people are not like that. And that's the honest truth. I haven't actually met a few people or anyone as unique as yourself, and it's showing in every aspect of your whole life journey. Your trading, your podcast, your farming, everything is showing it. You
I'm
know.
praying I don't come off as Mr. Motivation. Because in my head, I always feel like I'm sounding like that. But yeah, it's my best. The trade that I held for the longest last year, it was actually around end of last year. I think I held it for like 3 weeks plus.
Wow. Euro USD.
Euro USD, yeah.
Wow. That's a really long time.
Last year, it was, I think it stretched to like 6 weeks. But the trade that I've held for the longest, it was actually V300S. I held it for like 3 months.
V300, is that on Deriv?
Yeah, we did this funny thing. Actually, this thing of me trading with friends,
Yeah.
it was around $5. It was that low. Like, you know how synthetics are like in the thousands, what. It was around $5. The peak value was the worst. And someone showed me and they said, do you know that you can trade this? You can put in like $100 and then you just have like 5 positions in this trade. It can get to zero. He did the calculations. It can get to zero and your account won't blow. So we were like, so can we do it? And then we hesitate a little bit, and then we try to research.
And it worked out.
Can indices go to negative? What? Well, I'm still going. And then we deposited money in our accounts, funded it, and just deleted MT5 and let it run like that. But then after like 2 months, we saw a message, an email from Deriv saying, we're closing down a V300S, but then those open positions won't be affected. Like, it will continue to run. Bro, it was just consolidating for a whole month.
So what was the
under
outcome?
$5, between $2 and $1, it was consolidating there. And then I just ran out of patience and I closed it.
That was the breaking point. 3 months.
3 months. Holding something.
That's
I was
insane.
like, you know
That's
what?
insane.
There is not going to be making money out of this thing. They are closing it anyway. I might as well just shut it and move on with my life.
You come off as so unique, you know, like.
Come on. It's this thing where you take away things from people. Many people are unique. And when you copy them, which is what I professionally do,
A pro copy.
you come off as this weirdo, but I may have parts of. There is something that I learned from you. If you think my copying is, you're a giver. Like, this is not the first time. Well, I don't know if people don't know it or not, but this is not the first time that I've seen you giving to a trader. I remember when you went to Carl's place, you gave him a watch, right? And you come here, you give me something. And I'm learning, like, yo, this is a good habit. Yeah. My wife does that as well.
Yeah, so personally, I would say build bridges in life.
Which is, no, there's a thing about building bridges. Building bridges, we can just talk and be friends. But this thing of giving, like going with the present to someone and giving them, it intrigues me. And you know what's funny? Terry bought us food. And then he was like, you know what? Happy anniversary. Bought us food. And then he gave food, right? And you come here. I got a whole cab. I have a wallet. And I'm learning, like, you know what? I love what I felt when I was given. So
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. as the giver as well, we love the
giving.
giving part as well. Yeah, it's always
something
good
that
to
I
give.
actually take away and I learn. And then when you now become the person who walks around every time they link with
You have
someone,
a story
or
to tell.
and then I give them. They say, you're unique, you always give. But come on, I copied.
You copied.
That's what I do. I just copy people. And it rose like that.
So guys, you heard it yourself from Kudzi, a part of him that you haven't seen before. And there's much more to it. He still has a long way to go. This is just 1 year into it, many years to come. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to subscribe, smash the like button. And if you don't, Thunder will smash you and all those things.
And you asked about the craziest. I didn't want to get in your head, but your episode has been the most viewed episode on YouTube. So yeah, yours was the craziest.
Hopefully we see more like that, and the channel keeps growing.
Yeah,
we need your support. Keep supporting, and see you in the next one.
Catch you on the next one, guys. Definitely won't be getting interviewed.